What is going on, everybody? We are back with the second half of the Pokemon ranking tier list. We still have the same tier list from last time, but all this shit to go here. There's so much left. Also, I did just see like Plusle and Minun down here. What happened? There's a lot of strange stuff that got moved. It seems. I'm not quite sure why. So let me pause, and I'll get some of that sorted out, and we'll be back in just a second. All right, apologies there. We are back. I actually had to go back into the video and just see what I was missing, and it actually turns out it was just the Cherish Ball tier that for some reason got moved out. I've also made the screen region smaller and zoomed out so that I can see a little bit more of the screen. Please ignore the Hero Wars ad. This video is not sponsored, by the way. But let's get into Gen 4. I'll probably take a quick intermission in between each generation again. I'm gonna try and move a little faster. I know people were hoping it'd be like a half hour, so first one was over an hour, so hopefully this one doesn't take quite as long. I think Victini's all right. I don't love that it's number 0, but I think I'd put it up in Safari Ball. Not quite average, but Snivy, definitely like your middle of the road starter. I'm not really either way. Servine is the same. I think Superior is superior. I think I'd put it all the way up in the Ultra Ball tier. It is a very cool looking Pokemon. Tepig's pretty bad. I honestly might even put it down here on Dusk Ball. And I think I'd put Pignite in the same, and then Emboar I'd probably put in Pokeball. I think he's fine, but he doesn't do anything special. He does have a cool shiny, I think. Oshawott is the best, I think, of the Gen 5 starters, though I still don't think it's great. I actually think Duwat is one of the best middle stage evolutions that exist. Him and Bayleaf are pretty sick. And I think I'd put Samurott in that same tier as well. I like them all pretty well. So we got Patrat that's disgusting, and Watchtog that's pretty disgusting. I think the entire Stoutland line is a little bit below average. I don't think they're bad. I think Herdier is the best, but I don't think it elevates any of them out of the Safari Ball tier. And also, pardon me, I do have water today. I don't typically drink water, but I knew I was going to be doing this video tonight, so. I don't know, dude. Leopard, Purloin and Leopard, or Liepard are not my favorite. I wouldn't say that they're the worst, but they're definitely down here. Kind of like the Pignite tier. Literally all of the monkeys are bottom tier for sure, especially these fucking ugly little things. I do think that Simisage is the best looking, but it doesn't get out of the bottom tier. I also think Muda and Musharna are down here. Gen 5 is great and terrible at the same time, in my opinion. I think the entire Pidove line is pretty Pidove full. I would put them all. They're better than the monkeys, for sure, but they're kind of boring. I think Blitzel is a step above average, probably. And then I think I would actually put Zebstrika even above that, the Ultra Ball tier. It's a cool zebra Pokemon. Which is, it took a while to get a zebra, and I think the lightning, I'm sorry, the electric typing on it is also really cool. I think it's a good typing. I don't know. The whole Gigalith line is not, I don't know. I mean, I definitely think Boldor is the worst. Roggenrola is also not great. I mean, okay, we don't have to talk Gigalith is pretty good. It's got one of the best shinies. Oop, I wanted to go a tier above that. It's got one of the best shinies in all of Pokemon. But they are just kind of stalactites. Roggenrola is cute. I think this is an ear though, which I find a little strange. I don't know. It's gonna stay down there. We are gonna put Woobat, Swoobat, and all the other bats pretty low on the list because they're kind of disgusting. I would put Drillbur a little bit above that. He's kind of basic. Yeah, you know what? We could even probably... He honestly might even go up to Pokeball. I think he's fine. He's kind of weird looking, but he's not bad. And then I put Excadrill in probably the Great Ball tier. I think Excadrill's pretty cool. He's got a cool typing. And he looks ferocious. Both Audinos are going in bottom tier. I think Timber, Girder, and Conkelder are like pretty bad. They're like really ugly humanoids with like creepy veiny muscles. This is Temple. I think Temple is just disgusting. I like Palpitoad. I actually think Palpitoad's like average. And then Seismitoad here. I think I'm gonna put Seismitoad all the way up in like Ultra Ball. I really like Seismitoad. I know Seismitoad gets a lot of crap. But I do like, I like he's got like little lumps, lovely lady lumps all over. We don't really need to discuss Throw and Sock. This is the entire Leavanny line is like bad. I think I am gonna put Swadloon a tier above. I think Swadloon's got a cool concept, but it is, again, it's kind of boring. It's like a standard grass Pokemon. It doesn't do anything special. But I do think Swadloon's kind of okay. Trying to think. So Venipede is probably gonna be Safari Ball tier. I think Whirlipede is gonna be Great Ball tier. And then I think we're gonna put Scolipede up in Ultra Ball tier. Very cool Pokemon, very cool bug Pokemon. And there's not a whole lot of those. This is Cottonee and Whimsicott. Cottonee is gonna go into Dusk Ball tier, and then I think Whimsicott could probably go into Pokeball tier. I think it's fine. It's kind of weird. I don't really know what its body is, but it's not that bad. Petlil is pretty bad. Maybe, I mean, is it as bad as like Swaddle? Yeah, kind of. And then I think Lilligant's like a step up, but still like not great. The Basculins are both horrible. The Sandile line, the Crocodile, all very good. Probably all the way up into Great Ball tier. There's becoming a lot of scrolling now for this list, and it is very obnoxious. I guess we could try another zoom out here. See if that helps at all. It should be a little less scrolling at least. What do we got next? We've got Darumaka. I think Galarian Darumaka is a little bit better than regular Darumaka, but they're like both pretty ugly, especially this disgusting abomination. And I think regular Darumaka is also really bad. Galarian Darumaka is fine. I have no problems with him. Zen mode Galarian Darumaka is like very good. I think it's cool. So I like the snowman concept. Regular Zen mode is kind of boring. I don't really get it. Look, this one's not going to be very popular, I don't think. I'm going to put Maractus up in Great Ball. I think Maractus is very cool. I do wish it had an evolution, but sadly it does not. Give me one moment here. I threw away a reusable straw because I am very dumb, and my girlfriend was asking me where she could locate that. Oh, dude, we got Dwebble. Man, I don't know. I love Dwebble. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put Dwebble in the Master Ball tier. We had no one from Gen 4 reach the Master Ball tier, but Dwebble is gonna be your Gen 5 representative. And then like Crustle, I think is just gonna go in Ultra Ball. I like Dwebble a lot more, so I think that it's fair there. Might have to start using this a little bit. So Scraggy is not very good, and I kind of think Scrafty is not very good either. They're both kind of ugly. I don't really know what they are. Sigalith is horrible. Just anything to do with Cophagrigus is terrible. Like the entire line, including Runerigus when we get there, is Cherish Ball. Runerigus is one of my least favorite Pokemon to ever inhabit the earth, and the Yamask's are also pretty bad. Tortuga is probably Great Ball. I think he's cute little turtle boy. And then Caracosta is probably just Pokeball tier. Arkin is pretty good as well. Or like fine, I guess is I mean, he's not great. I think Archeops is a little bit below. I'm going to put him down a tier for 2 reasons. One, I think he's like a little awkward looking, especially his Gen 5 sprite, or his Gen 5. I think the Gen 5 sprite, yeah, is like pretty bad. Most of the sprites are pretty bad in that game, to be fair. And then like later on, I think it's his Gen 7 sprite is also just fucking horrible. And he has Defeatist, which is just like an awfully sad ability that you don't want on any Pokemon. I don't like any of the trash Pokemon. I think they're horrible. And you know what? While we're here, I'm also going to throw the entire Vanillux line in here because I think it's terrible. I'm going to throw the entire Gothitelle line in here because it's one of my least favorite in the entire game. Zorua is below average. Zoroark's kind of below average. It just feels like furry bait. I am not a big fan. Minccino is pretty good. I think Minccino is straight up average. And Chinchino is also kind of straight up average. I like the Solosis line a lot. I would probably put them a little bit above. I don't know. I love their shiny. I used a Reuniclus, excuse me. It's not one of the most difficult to pronounce Pokemon for me. I always want to say Reuniclus instead of Reuniclus. But I used a shiny one in one of my playthroughs recently, and I kind of fell in love with it. Ugly Duckling Swanna, or I'm sorry, Ugly Duckling Ducklet and supposedly Pretty Swanna are both like really not special. They're fine, but they're very forgettable. Look, I'm upset. I'm gonna put all of the Deerlings into Pokeball tier. And I'm upset about that because it's gonna take a hot minute because there's 8 of them. I don't really think their forms, especially for Deerling, the forms make no difference. They're just palette swaps and almost nothing else. And maybe the flower changes a little bit. Where are you? No, flower stays the same. So literally just a palette swap. As for the Sawsbucks, I think the autumn one is the worst. I don't think it really makes a distinction between tier, to be honest with you. I think the autumn one and the spring one are probably the worst. I think the summer one is in the middle. And I think the winter one is the best, in my opinion. What is next? We got Emolga. I think Emolga is also fine. One of the better Pikachu clones, but they're all terrible. We have Carablast, which is like pretty bad. And Escavalier, which I think is like above average. Escavalier is pretty cool. Evolving it is a pain in the ass, don't get me wrong, but I think it's pretty cool nonetheless. Our mushy boys here, Fungus and Amoongus, are not great. I think both Frillish are pretty bad. I think both Jellicents are pretty bad. I think Alola is awful. I think Joltik is very cute. He's very tiny. And he packs a mean old punch, so I think he's pretty cool. And Galvantula I'd probably put up there as well. What do we got next? So we have Ferroseed and Ferrothorn. I like them as Pokemon, don't get me wrong, and I would use them, but like their designs are terrible, dude. Just ugly. Clink Clang, welcome to the bottom. I think Tynama's okay. He's like a little sperm looking. But you know, stuff happens, who knows? And then I think Electros and Electric. Is that Electric? Is that correct? Kind of meh. I think LGM is a little. It's probably out of the bottom tier, but like they're not very good. They're kind of weird looking, especially Behem. Litwick's not very good. I think Chandelier is pretty bad. I'm sorry. I think Lantern is pretty bad. I think Chandelier is fine. I like Chandelier. The rest, though, not my thing. I know I'm gonna get crap for those. Everyone loves the Litwick line. I just kind of think they're boring. I think Axew is pretty good. And I think Fracture is pretty good. I don't like Haxorus nearly as much. I think I would put Haxorus down here with like Lantern and Litwick. Because, you know, they all look the same. And Darumaka, they make a good a good quartet there. Cubchoo is probably Ultra Ball. I don't think it quite cracks that Master Ball tier, but it is just so freaking adorable, dude. And then Beartic is like a pretty cool. He's a big old bear. He's like polar bear Ursaring. Look, you're gonna hate this. Cryogonal is totally fine. He is a hexagonal crying cryotech. I don't know. He's cool. I feel bad for him. Shelmet is kind of bad. Excelgor is totally fine. Like we don't need to talk about Stunfisk. I think Mienfoo is better than Mienshao. I think Mienshao is pretty ugly. Druddigon, definitely a totally fine Pokemon. Not a great color scheme, but like a very good design in my opinion. We have another crack at the Master Ball tier, officially making it 2 lines now. Golurk. Golett, excuse me. Golett's just a happy little round boy, dude. And how do you not love happy little round boys? And then I don't think Golurk's quite there yet, so I would put him in Ultra Ball. But Golurk has been growing on me recently. We got Pawniard, which I think is totally fine, and Bisharp, which I think is excellent. Not Master Ball tier, but definitely up there for sure. Buffalon is like below average, but not terrible, but it does feel like it should have evolved from Tauros. Rufflet, kind of the same feeling, like just kind of meh. And I kind of feel the same about Braviary, it's just kind of a bird. We have your name that I'm forgetting for some reason. Oh my goodness. What is your name? It's Mandibuzz, and Mandibuzz evolves from I hate you so much I don't even remember. Oh my god, I actually have to look it up. Can you believe this? I can't remember. It's Volibee. I haven't gotten there yet. The Pokemon Wiki did not load. It's Volibee. Volibee sucks. I hate it so much I couldn't remember its name. Heatmore, fine. I have no problem with Heatmore. I have no problem with Durant as well. Another trio in which I'm probably going to get flack is I think that the entire Zweilous dino. Oh, you have to. They're German, right? Is that correct? It's German for 1, 2, and 3. Dino, Zweilous, and Hydreigon. Not loving them. Maybe Hydreigon can go up 1 tier, but Zweilous is disgusting, and so is Dino. Larvesta is below average, but like close to average. And then I think Volcarona is above average, but close to average. Cobalion is probably Ultra Ball tier, honestly. Definitely the best sort of justice without question. I think Virizion is like average at best. And then I would put probably Terrakion right in the middle of those two. I think that's fair. We're gonna go through these disgusting forms. This is I don't know exactly like the forms. I know it's Therian form and like is it Sky form or something like that. And forgive me, I don't actually remember which one is which. I believe this one is Thundurus? I don't know. Nope, Thundurus is blue. So this must be Tornadus. Is that correct? They always confuse me. Let's make 100% sure. Yeah, this is Tornadus. I don't love Sky form Tornadus. I think it's pretty bad. I do think Therian form is a little bit better. I feel the exact same for Thundurus. And then for Landorus, I don't really like its Therian form. Or its Sky. It's a genie form? Let me look before I get this wrong. Okay, Therian form and incarnate form. So these are the incarnate forms. I think all 3 incarnate forms are not very good. They're kind of weird looking. in my opinion. I think Therian form Tornadus is awful, and I think Therian form Thunderous is awful. I think Therian form Landorus is sick. It's the only one that has any decent qualities, in my opinion. I think Reshiram is excellent. I would put you in Ultra Ball tier, and I think Zekrom is a little bit weaker. I think a lot of people prefer Zekrom, but I grew up with Reshiram, so maybe that's why. I think the Kyurem combination forms and Kyurem itself are pretty bad. And then we got the last 5 here. I don't like. I would probably put Keldeo above like Voltorb in both forms, but it's pretty boring. I think Pirouette form Meloetta is disgusting. I think, was this Aria form? Is that right? I would put that in average. As you can tell, I don't really know my forms that well. And last but not least, we got Genesect that's like top tier. Not actually top tier, but like Ultra Ball tier. Genesect is cool. And there you have it. We have completed Gen 5. We've got Gen 6, 7, and 8 upcoming. And boy, oh boy, there's a lot. So we will be back in just a moment. I'm going to take a short break, and I'll see you in just a second. All right, the whistle has been wet, and we are ready to go. So let's get started here on Gen 6. Let's breeze through them again. We got Chespin, just an excellent Pokemon. Very cool. We got Quilladin. No one's gonna honestly probably bottom. And then like Chestnut's also kind of ugly. Entire Fennekin line, terrible. I'm sorry, I know you're gonna hate it. I think Froakie, look, I don't want to get into Greninja. I know it's like everyone's like favorite fucking Pokemon. I think Froakie and Frogadier are average, and I think base form Greninja is also just average. And then I think like Ash Greninja is like literally disgusting. Bunnelby is fine. And Diggersby is totally fine. No issues. I think they're cool concepts at least. Fletchling, probably on the better side of birds. I might put them in the average tier, in the Pokeball tier. But I do think Fletchling, I think Fletch Cinder is cool too. And Talonflame. They're all very, very cool birds, but they are birds. Look, we don't need to talk about these. Vivillion's a little bit better, but still like pretty bad. And it's Vivilla, I don't know. It's like Vibrant and Papillon, which is butterfly. I don't know, whatever. I think Litleo is cool. Oh, I'm sorry, that was the wrong tier. And then I think female Pyroar is a little under average, maybe. I don't like it as much. I don't know why. I'm sorry if that's sexist. I do think male Pyroar is a little bit cooler. I like his shield flame face a lot. It's kind of just too sleek looking. I don't know. Not quite ferocious. We got the whole Florges line. I don't know, like Flabebe is like kind of ugly. I don't know. I think Florges is cool. I think its pre-evos are like not that great. Go-Go, it's like fine. I have no problems with Go-Go. I kind of forget Go-Go and Skidoo exist at all. But I think they're fine. I think they're cool. I kind of feel the same about Pancham and I almost called him Oranguru. That would have been, that's a sick crossover. I'd like to see that. Pancham and Pangoro are fine. Furfru sucks. Sorry. Esper's pretty bad. Meowstics are also terrible. I think Honedge is just terrible. I think Doublade is terrible. And then I think Aegislash Shield form is Ultra Ball. And then I think Aegislash Sword form is like kind of leaves a little to be desired still. So look, like, I get it. I understand what you were going for here, and like the weird witch doctor slash perfume weird stuff, but like Aromatisse specifically is one of the ugliest Pokemon to grace the world. Spritzy is right there with it. And then Slurpuff, I don't know. It's like got a weird hairdo and a cherry on top and like a bib, and then Swirlix is just kind of a cotton candy puff. It's bad. It's like really bad. I think Inkay is fine though. Evolving it was also really cool to like flip the DS upside down. That was very like cool at the time at least. And then I think Malamar is also pretty cool. Binacle and Barbaracle are just disgusting. I think Skrelp is cool, like really cool. I know a lot of people don't like Skrelp and Dragalge, but I like they're very unique typings, I think. And I think it's like kind of cool that they're like poisoning themselves. Like, I don't know, it's cool lore, you know? Clauncher and Clawitzer are also right up there with Skrelp and Dragalge. Clawitzer is a very cool, it's like a pistol shrimp, right? But it's got like just this massive fucking like doomsday device attached to it. This is Helioptile, I believe, and it sucks. And then Heliolisk is not much better. I think Tyrunt and Tyrantrum, I would probably put in average. I think they're just Cranidos and Rampardos knockoffs, but they get the job done, so I'd say they're pretty equal. Yeah, they're pretty equal. This is look, let me look up the spelling before I fuck it up. This is another one that I always mispronounce. Let me properly say it because I already know I'm going to get in trouble. You know, I don't understand why my iPad doesn't want to load anything. All right. Here we go. So this is Amora, not Armora, which is what I always say. Amora, like am and then an aura, like aura ball. And then this one, the evolved form is not Aurorus. It is okay, it is Aurorus. I lied. I don't know what is. I was like, it's not like Aurorus Borealis. It's something else. I don't know. I always want to call them something different. We got Amora and we got Aurorus. I'm gonna try to get those down pat, and when I call them something else, I apologize. Sylveon is garbage tier. The worst evolution is very weird looking. It's very like elegant, and I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of the fairy type. I think Hawlucha is pretty cool. Having a dual type move is like very unique as well. The Dene is like just terrible. Carbink is terrible. Goomy is bad, don't get me wrong. Sliggoo is I guess a tier better, and then Goodra is like maybe Pokeball tier. I don't mind Goodra. The other two, like Goomy is Klefki garbage tier, no one's gonna talk about that one. Phantump and Phantump and Trevenant are excellent. Very cool designs. They really invoke like that ghost feeling. Something that Pumpkaboo, I guess Pumpkaboo's fine. I have no problems with Pumpkaboo. I'm not gonna lump it in with Gourgeist. Gourgeist is also one of my least favorite Pokemon. There's a couple in here that I really, really dislike. Gourgeist is one of them. Bergmite is totally cool. And Avalugg, the dining room table, is also very cool. I like the idea of being based on, you know, like a, I don't even know which one. It's like an iceberg. It's not quite an iceberg, but like a, like an Arctic table, basically. Just this thick, like an Arctic shelf, this thick, mile long, or mile thick piece of ice. Super dope. We got Noibat. Noibat is very cool as well. I have literally no issue with Noibat. I think that he is cute and also kind of ferocious. And I would put Noivern right there with him. Also, very good shinies. Xerneas. I think these ones are going to be a little weird. I think Xerneas, and because it's pictured like this, I'm going to put it up here. I think that the base Xerneas, the non-special Xerneas, is kind of lame. I think that Rainbow Tip Xerneas is sick. I don't know why that little detail makes such a difference, but it does. Yveltal, totally average, no problems. Dog form Zygarde, pretty cool. I don't know what the percentages are. Ultramint Zygarde kind of sucks. It's like a fucking Digimon. As you can tell, I did not play 6th or 7th gen. I'm like halfway through 7th gen right now. I do think a regular Zygarde is like probably Ultra Ball tier. Very close on Master Ball tier, but this is the elites of the genre of the games, not of the genre. You know what I mean? Diancie and Mega Diancie. I think Diancie is above the bottom, and so is Mega Diancie, but not by much. And also kind of put Super Hoopa there. And then regular Hoopa, still kind of below average. Like, it's kind of ugly. And then we're going to round out the generation with Volcanion. I'm going to put Volcanion in Master Ball tier. It is very close. It is probably the lowest Master Ball tier one. It barely scrapes in. But it is probably my favorite. I'm trying to think. It is probably my second favorite legendary, mythical, whatever you want to call it. Behind Kyogre. I consider mythicals to be legendaries. If you don't, then you're wrong. That's okay. And I believe that is all of Gen 6. So when we come back, we've got Gen 7. Quite hefty for us down here through Melton. And then we've just got Garuki through the end, and we will be done with our tier list. So, 32 minutes in, I'm going to take another quick break, and I will be back in just one moment. All right, let's get going with Gen 6. In back-to-back Master Ball tiers, Rowlet is fucking OP, dude. If you don't like Rowlet, you're wrong. Like, he is the cutest boy. An easy Master Ball tier. Dartrix is probably a little below average, honestly. And then I think Decidueye is above average. I think that's pretty fair. Next up, we got Litten, Torracat. I will put Litten and Torracat in Pokeball tier. I do not dislike them. I just don't like them. Which I think is what that tier is made for. Now, Incineroar is like excellent. Incineroar is fucking dope. So he gets to go up to Ultra Ball tier. Popplio, definitely like the worst of the three. Although I think Popplio was okay. Brionne is bad. And like Primarina is also kind of bad. Pikipek, Trumbeak, and Toucanon are all on par, I think, with the Fletchling line, in my opinion. I think Toucanon is a very cool name and a very cool take on a toucan. Gumshoes, like, kind of boring. Or Young Goose and Gumshoes, kind of boring. I guess they're really kind of a package deal. I think Grubbin is below average. I don't like it as much as I'd like maybe like a Caterpie. But it's, they're close. I'll put Charjabug there too. I think Charjabug's actually Vikavolt is excellent. Not quite Master Ball tier, but I would put it in Ultra Ball tier for sure. Crabrawler is fucking sick. I think I would say he's probably below a lot of the Pokemon in the Ultra Ball tier. I'd put him below Vikavolt. I would put him below Manectric. He's below coughing, so I think Great Ball tier is a fair spot for him. And then I don't really think that we need to even discuss that. The Oricorios, I will divide them up. The Baila one, the Latina Hispanic dance one, not my favorite. I think the hula one is even worse. The cool like Japanese like fan one is very cool. And then like the pom-pom one is also like pretty bad. I think Cutifly is I would put Cutifly, I guess, a tier above this, and then Rabombi a tier above that. But I don't really like them that much. These kind of don't do anything for me. Rockruff, definitely average. This is midday Lycanroc? Or dusk form, dawn form? I don't remember. You're kind of boring. I don't really like the weird red eye one either. And then like standard Lycanroc is average. It's fine. School form Wishy-Washy is kind of meh. Regular Wishy-Washy is extra meh. I think Marini is fine. I have no issues with Marini, although it is kind of ugly. But it's not that bad. And then I think Toxapex is probably a tier above that. I like Toxapex. I would go on record saying I like Toxapex, which is good because that's what I just did. I don't love Mudspray. I think it's the hair. I don't know. There's something about it that just kind of makes me like not like it. I don't know. Mudsdale is cool. For sure. I think Mudsdale might even go up here with like Toxapex. Yeah, Mudspray, I don't know. There's something about it. It's just the hair and it kind of makes it look like this weird like Danish donkey or something. I don't know. It's a little strange. Dewpider and Araquanid are Ultra Ball for sure. Some of my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon, to be honest with you. I just like the idea that they're breathing inside the bubble and they go underwater. I don't know. It's a cool take on a cool Pokemon. I actually think Fomantis is also above average, honestly. He's just very cute. He's got a good design. I think, have I messed them up again? Is this not Fomantis? For some reason, the brain is not functioning properly tonight. This is, not Fomantis. I want to call it Foamy now. Dude, what is wrong with me? What is going on? No, that is Fomantis. I'm just dumb. So Fomantis must evolve into Lorantis. There we go. Look, it's 10:45 at night, all right? I'm a little tired. Fomantis cool. Lorantis less cool, but still cool. Dude, I'm sorry. Like Morlul and Shiinotic, I do like them. And in fact, I'll actually just because I do think they're good Pokemon and like they're kind of novel. They're boring and they're kind of creepy, but I will put them up a tier just because, like, despite how bad they look, I think they're okay. Salazzle and Salandit are below average. I think I'm fine with this. I do not like them too much or even much at all, but they're okay. They're all right. I think I'm gonna put Stuffle up there too, and then I'm gonna put Beware one below. I think Beware is kind of creepy. This is gonna be an interesting line. I think I'm gonna put Bound Sweet here with Beware in the Dusk Ball tier. I'm gonna put Steenie in the average tier. And I'm going to put Sarina in the Ultra Ball tier. Probably the most divided line yet. Sarina is impeccable. But like Bound Sweet kind of creeps me out with like, it's got like this big old diaper. It's very, very baby looking. And I'm not a huge fan. Comfey is bad. Oranguru is cool. And Passimian is cool. I would put them in the average tier. This one's gonna be interesting. I think Wimpod is average. I think it's cool. Emergency Exit is bad. I don't know why it's forced to have that. I think, honestly, I'm gonna do it. Galysopod, welcome to the Master Ball tier. You're a cool bug boy. I think you are dope. Look. Sandagast, Palisand. They're sand castles. Welcome to the Duskball tier. Pyukumuku, Type Null. Savali. Let's just take stock here real quick. Minior core form. Togedemaru, I guess you can be Duskball. Mimikyu. Bruxish. Everybody, welcome to the Cherish Ball tier, because you are fucking bad. Minior exposed form. Excellent. Also, one of the probably the best shiny in all of Pokemon. I think Kamala is like a little below average, but I do like the idea that the log is the Pokemon, even though that's clearly not true. Turtonator, very cool. I think you're totally fine. He does have like an awkward flat head. No one is gonna like this one. Drampa, welcome to the Master Ball tier. You are a old dragon grandpa, and I think that is just fucking adorable. Delmise kind of has grown on me. I don't know why, because it's just a kelp. The anchor is not the Pokemon. It says that in the Dex entries, but I still think the design's kind of cool. It's weird red shiny is also kind of cool. I'm not even gonna try to remember which one of these is which. I think they're pretty fucking ugly and also like really loud. We have Komo-o. We have Mojo Jojo. Let's look. One is Jengmo-o. I'm pretty sure this one is Komo-o. I think this one might be Jengmo-o. Oh no, the base one is Jengmo-o. The middle one is Hakamo'o. Why don't you just name them something better? I don't understand. Jengmo-o, Hakamo'o, and Komo. It doesn't fit. I don't know what the words mean. Like, yes, they do have like that kind of Hawaiian feel to them with like the dash O at the end, but like Susano-o would be just the same. I don't know. You could have just given them better names, in my opinion. Tapu Koko. Probably an above average Koko, in my opinion. Or an above average Koko, haha. Above average Tapu. Tapu Lele, garbage. Tapu Fini, probably your baseline Tapu. Just kind of eh. Not bad, not good. Tapu Bulu, welcome to the Ultra Ball tier. Definitely the best Tapu. Don't at me. He's a big old bull. Got a big old bull ring. He's cool. Look. So, playing through what I've played through of Gen 7, Nebby is the most annoying fucking thing. The cutscenes take so long. That being said, Cosmog is so fucking cute, dude. I can't. And then Cosmoium is literally like just put in a case, like in like a shell. I hate it. It is also like tied for like the heaviest Pokemon, which is so stupid. What the fuck is this abomination? Is this is the no, what is this? I'm sorry, hold on. I have to Google. I thought this was the combination of Necrozma, but it's not the Necrozma. I don't know, dude. I thought this is Radiant Sun Solgaleo. I'm seeing a real picture of it. I see now this is like he's standing on the bottom. So the bottom black part here is not even part of the Pokemon. I don't know, dude. Duskball. It's kind of ugly. I'm gonna do the same for the dark. I don't know. The super powered Lunala. Now regular Solgaleo. Welcome to the Ultra Ball tier, my friend. You are very cool. And Lunala, I think, is just Great Ball tier, a little bit less, but definitely better than your average Pokemon for sure. Two good box art legendaries in this generation. And let me go down here real quick. Like Ultra Necrozma sucks. Regular Necrozma also kind of sucks. Yeah, these are a lot cooler. I would probably put these in Great Ball. Better than like whatever fucking weird ass forms I just had to look at. I don't know what those were. They were uncomfortable. All right, and now I think we just got some Ultra Beasts, and so, there's so much left still. Neoligo, bad. Xurkitree, bad. Celesteela, bad. That doesn't count. Blacephalon, bad. And I think that's good there. Duskball tier. Magearna. And also, isn't this like the special giveaway Magearna? Right? Like it's literally just a Magearna, but with a different color, right? This was like a special event Magearna. I think that's what that is. Not very good. Naganadel. Or Naganadel, however you want to pronounce it. Not very good as well. And I think that rounds out. Oh, and I would probably put Gmax Melmetal there as well. Because they are Gen 7 Pokemon. Don't at me. I think Stakataka goes into the Safari Ball tier. And I would also put Pheromosa there. And I think I would put Melton there as well. Melton has grown on me. He would have been Cherish Ball tier on first release. I thought he was disgusting. But he's getting a little bit better. In your Pokeball tier, nobody. I don't think any of them are Pokeball tier. I think they're all better. Great Ball tier is going to be Poipole. Zeraora. If I can find it, there are so many fucking Pokemon on this list. Regular Marshadow. I'm gonna really have to think about how I want to do these next couple of Pokemon. And let's go Melton as well. I think Melton is a Great Ball tier. All right, and then in the Ultra Ball tier, we have Kartana. These might be out of order because I'm still kind of processing as I go up. Kartana for sure is not Master Ball. And Guzzlord for sure is not Master Ball. Now, is Buzzswole good enough to be up there? Buzzswole is one of my favorite bug Pokemon. I think he is cool. An extremely cool typing. I don't think so. Looking at everything else that's in here, I don't think that I like Buzzswole as much as Salamence, as much as Rowlet, as much as Cubone, as much as Kyogre. I don't think he cracks that list. But he's very, very close. And then Marshadow with the green hood, his special form. I do think he makes it. I think Marshadow in, and I'll look up what the form's called. I apologize for not knowing these. I just never played through the gens, and I don't even know that half of these forms fucking exist. Hopefully it tells me. His Zenith form, Zenith Marshadow. Fucking cool, great color scheme. I love Marshadow. Also, like a super dope typing. All right, and there you have it. We are left with Generation 8. So, again, quick, I'm going to fill up my water, and I will be back in 1 second. All right, let us finish up this list. We have just Generation 8 left. Grookey. I think Grookey is a Great Ball tier Pokemon. Sorry, my throat is like completely shot after today. This is like the 10th video I have recorded. In a staggering turn of events, Thwackey is Ultra Ball. Thwackey and Bayleaf are probably my two favorite middle stage Pokemon. And then I think Rillaboom is Ultra Ball tier. I'm trying to decide if he's Ultra or Great. I think I like him more than I like Grookey, and I like Grookey, so it's kind of crazy how good I think that line is. Obviously, it was the line that I chose going into Gen 8. We're not going to talk about the abomination that is Gmax Rillaboom. Score Bunny is pretty bad. Raboot has grown on me quite a bit. I think I'd put him in Pokeball tier. And then there's no denying that Cinderace is pretty cool as well. I think I would put him in Great Ball tier. And I think I would put Gmax Cinderace in... I think also in Great Ball tier. I don't think he's quite Ultra Ball tier. And then we have the unfortunate case that is Sobble. Sobble, totally fine Pokemon. Drizzile, not a fine Pokemon. Inteleon, better, but not a good Pokemon. And then Gmax Inteleon still kind of just blows. Unfortunately, they did not do well with that line. Squovit, I think, is very decent. Kind of up there with like a Sentret, maybe, or not a Sentret, a Furret. And then I like Greedent as well. I think Greedent's cool. I used a Greedent for quite a while on my first playthrough of Sword and Shield. Rookidee, I don't love. I kind of think he's below average. Corvus Squire, I would put in the Pokeball tier. And then Corviknight is one of the coolest Route 1 birds. Also, probably not quite Ultra Ball tier, because it is just a Route 1 bird, but it's very cool. And then the Gmax is fine. I have like almost no preference on the Gmax whatsoever. I think the entire Orbeetle line is exactly average, with maybe the standout being Dollar. Like, I don't really care one way or another about anyone in that line, right? Like, they're fine. Sorry, I'm so far up now. Orbeetle's okay. They're cool typing, but they're just kind of eh. It's hard to make the Route 1 bug look too OP, because it's supposed to be Route 1. Nickit is not great. I don't really think Thievul's that good either. Gossifleur, I would also put with Thievul. It's just kind of meh. Eldegoss is probably Great Ball. Again, I don't think it's Ultra Ball, but I really like Eldegoss, and I remember when they originally showed Eldegoss, I was over the moon. Wooloo is Ultra Ball tier. Extremely cute, round, happy sheep. What else could you want? And then Dubwool is fine. Yeah, Dubwool's good. Choodle, don't get me wrong, Choodle's like kind of bad. Dreadnought is pretty good. Probably Great Ball. And then I think Gmax Dreadnought kind of doubles down on its coolness and its bigness as well. I would go ahead and definitely put him up there as well, I think. Oh, sorry, my eye is itching so bad today. I think Yamper and Boltund, on initial release, I was very excited for another dog Pokemon, especially a Corgi Pokemon. After using it, I think it's a little too busy, in my opinion, and then Boltund's a little bit boring. So I don't think they really get out of that Pokeball tier. Roly-Coly is bad. Carkol is... I love Carkol. I actually think Carkol and Coalossal are both Ultra Ball tier. I used a Coalossal my entire playthrough of Gen 8 the first time through, and was like super stoked. I thought he was wonderful. He like hard carried me the whole time. And then we have Gmax Coalossal, not quite as cool. I think Applin is fine. We know from like in-game files what the worm itself looks like, and it's really, really basic. I think Flapple is fine as well. And I think their Gmax forms, which are exactly fucking the same, are also fine. I do really wish that they had given Flapple and Appleton different Gmax forms, but what can you do? Now, Appleton definitely is a step up I think Appleton is extremely cute. He's just a little apple turnover boy. He's kind of round, and we love round boys. Silicobra is kind of sickly looking. I think he's a little step below average. Santaconda is probably average. Yeah, I think Santaconda's fine. Yeah. And then Gmax Santaconda is like probably equal. He's fine. He's a little awkward because he's so big. I think Cramorant is also totally fine. What do we got? Aracuda, and Barracuda, excuse me. Aracuda, I think Aracuda is one below average. And then I think Barracuda is average. That sounds good to me. Don't tell Dakota. But I think Toxel's kind of boring. I think he's just kind of ugly. And I also think low key form I want to call him Toxicroak help. Oh my god, what is his name? Help. I can't there's too many Pokemon. Let me drink and stall. Ah man, that is good. Toxtricity. I had to Google it. I could not remember for the life of me. Low-key Toxtricity is kind of not great. Amped form Toxtricity is cooler. And I think Gmax Toxtricity is probably the coolest of all of them. But just still that average tier. Oh, I was very confused why there were 3 of them here. I think the whole Scorch line, all including Gmax, is above average, in my opinion. Its shiny, however, is like kind of bad. I really wanted to shiny hunt for Scorch, and after I finally got it, I was like not very happy because it's just its back turns kind of a blue and it like looks kind of bad, honestly. But that's okay. And he moved into the wrong spot. There we go. We got Clobopus. Dude, Clobopus is cool. I think he's fine. Graplocked is cooler. I definitely think that Graplock's shiny looks pretty cool. It's like white and red instead of blue and yellow. But it's a cool idea for a Pokemon to be like a wrestler with all these arms. I think Sinistea is, and Poltegeist is probably also there too, but I think Sinistea is kind of eh. I know that the cup is not actually the Pokemon, it's just a weird ghost thing inside. I don't really like it. I think Hatini or Hatney, I cannot remember. And Hatterene and Gmax Hatterene are really bad. But I think Hatchram is like extra cute. I like Hatchram a lot. Impidimp, terrible. When they showed off Impidimp, I was pissed. I was like, that is disgusting. Morgrem is also really bad. And then Grimmsnarl is bad. And Gmax Grimmsnarl is bad. Obstagoon is cool. I like Obstagoon. I don't like shiny Obstagoon. Don't get me wrong, but I like Obstagoon. Berserker, definitely better than Galarian Meowth. I don't like Cursula. Almost like I like it. I would put Cursula above most of these Pokemon, I think. I'm looking at the list and I'm like, I think I'd prefer Cursula over almost all of them. And even maybe over a couple in here. So I think that's a good spot for you in the Duskball tier. Oh, dude, what am I doing? Sirfetch'd. You know what? Sirfetch'd, welcome to the Master Ball tier, my friend. I have wanted a Farfetch'd evolution for so fucking long. And I know it's a different Farfetch'd. I know it has to be a Galarian Farfetch'd, and he has to have a big old leak. But I like him. I love him. Mr. Rhyme. I don't think Mr. Rhyme quite cracks that that Master Ball tier, but I did have a Surfetch'd and a Mr. Rhyme on my final Sword and Shield team. This was Bozo, the Mr. Rhyme. I'm gonna put him in Ultra Ball tier. Congrats, friend. Runarigus is trash. And that's all I have to say about that. I think Milcery is a little underwhelming. I also think Alchemy is a little underwhelming. It's kind of interesting that it has like the fruits and stuff, but it doesn't really change the appearance that much. Like it's a little bit of different color and a different fruit, and that's it. So I'm kind of eh. And then I think Gmax is like, the Gmax form is really bad. I think Phalanx is fine. I can't tell if it's a ton of Pokemon or one Pokemon. I think it is multiple Pokemon. I think each one of these is a Phalanx. But it's cool because it's based off of like the old Roman defense position called a Phalanx, which I think is kind of cool. Pincurchin, you are, wherever Pyukumuku is, you are one tier above. I would assume Pyukumuku is the bottom tier because it's bad. But you are like cooler, yeah, you are like cooler Pyukumuku. Bro, I think Snom is Ultra Ball tier. I don't think he cracks Master Ball tier. But Snom fucking slaps. Don't at me. Dakota and I went into Sword and Shield blind. And literally when we got to like the snow area and I came across a Snom, I just screamed, "What the fuck is that?" And I stand by it. And then I think Frostmoth is also, I also kind of think Frostmoth is also Ultra Ball tier. Very good line. Very elegant and fun line as well. Stonjourner is bad. I think Noise form Ice Cube sucks. I think like Snowman form, whatever this Ice Head form is fine. I kind of like it with the Ice Cube on its head. I don't like Indeedee. I don't like Hangry form or regular form. Morpeko. I think he's kind of ugly. Qfint is cool. I like Qfint a lot. He's got like a little ladle for a nose. I think that's pretty sick. Oh god. I don't really know how I feel about big ol' elephant boy here. Look, I think the Gmax form of Copperajah is like good. I know he's just a big wall. And I know everyone hates it. And I know everyone hates regular Copperajah. But he's just like he's a big elephant boy. Like I'm gonna put them both in Great Ball tier. This is my tier list. And I don't have to listen to you. I think he's cool. I'm not even gonna try to remember which one is which. These are the Zolts and these are the Vish, right? So this one is Dracovish, and this one is, so I think Arctovish is the worst. I think Dracovish is a tier above that. I think Arctozolt is the best. I honestly think I'll put Arctozolt in Great Ball tier, and then I think I will put Dracozolt in the Pokeball tier. And they all probably got like a +1 tier just for the concept of like combining fossils, which is kind of what used to happen. British paleontologists would actually just find a couple fossils and throw them together and be like, "We finished it. That's the dinosaur." And I think that's kind of cool. I would love to see what they were supposed to look like. Gmax Duraludon is a fucking meme. Regular Duraludon is Ultra Ball tier though. He's very cool. I don't know why I like him, because when I originally saw him, I was like, that is a metal dragon. That is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. I'm looking at who's left. You know what? They did kind of a rough job on a lot of the legendaries here. So pseudo legendary line. I think Dreepy is totally average. He's like a little tiny and a little bit boring. But I'm not gonna hold that against him. I think he's, he's just learning to grow. He's fine. He's a cute boy, I don't know. I'm like back and forth. I feel bad putting Dreepy in just the Pokeball tier. But I don't know. Can I look at his base stats? Let me see what his stats look like. Is he even remotely strong? All right, so he's gonna stay in the Pokeball tier because he's trash. Dracloak. Dude, I'm gonna look. Dracloak is Ultra Ball. I love Dracloak. I like that he's got a little Dreepy on his head. He's trying a lot harder, let's say. Because he's very great. And then Dragapult is one of my new favorite Pokemon. I would put him in Master Ball tier with Sirfetch'd. He's super cool. Like literally one of the best color schemes in Pokemon. Shiny also looks perfect. Over the moon. I'm gonna put regular Zamazenta and regular Zacian in bottom tier. I'm gonna put and is this like the hero form, right? And then this is like sword form. I think I'd remember. I'm gonna put them in the Great Ball tier in their like souped up form. I think they are very cool, well designed box legendaries again. Especially, I like Zamazenta a lot actually. Gmax Eternatus or Eternimax Eternatus is terrible. You don't even get to use it, and it's like legitimately bad, and it's only in that one fight, and I hate it. I think regular Eternatus is slightly better, but still just hell. Cubfu, probably in the same. I don't really like Cubfu that much. We have the different stances of Urshifu. I don't. This is like single strike and rapid strike maybe. This is the water one. I like the water one a little bit better, but I will put the water one in regular. And I will put the dark one or an average, and I think I'll put the dark one in Safari. A little bit worse. I'm not a big fan. And then we have like regular Urshifus, and I don't actually know which one the difference is. I'd have to assume that this is the water. I'm gonna just put them both in Pokeball tier. I think that's an acceptable compromise because I don't know which one's which, and they look exactly fucking the same. They're fine. All right, final four. And I think this is it, right? Are we missing anybody? Anyone new that I might not know about? I don't think so. Oh, we're missing the horses. We are missing Glastrier and Spectrier. I would put Spectrier in Duskball tier, and I think I would put Glacier in. Glastrier would probably go in Great Ball tier, sounds right. And then the combination form of Calyrex and them would probably both just go in the Pokeball tier. Are probably, honestly, they might even go in the Safari Ball tier. Is it? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't really care for them that much. They're kind of weak. Or kind of like meh. But Zarude. I'll put Zarude in Pokeball. He's fine. I haven't really seen him enough to give a damn at all. I do think Calyrex is probably the best. Calyrex is probably a little worse than Zamazenta and Zacian in their powered up form. I think Regieleki. You know what? I'm gonna be a little nice. I think Regieleki is fine. And then I think Regidrago is I'm trying to think of where the other Reggies are. Like where's like a Regirock? Okay, I would have said that okay, they're both in here. So I would have put Regieleki on par with Registeel and Regidrago on par with Regirock. They are both in Pokeball tiers, so both of them can get into the Pokeball tier. And that is it. We have done all of it. So let's start at the top. Sorry, I know I'm moving the screen a lot. Let's just take a look. Your Master Ball tier consists of Gmax Butterfree, Alolan Sandshrew, Cubone, Cyndaquil, Swampert, Corphish, Armaldo, Salamence, Kyogre, and Primal Kyogre, Dwebble, Golett, Volcanion, Rowlet, Golisopod, Drampa, Marsh Shadow Zenith form, Sirfetch'd, and Dragapult. there you have it. And some honorable mentions I'd like to throw out. I think regular Sandshrew is also really good. I think Bayleaf is pretty close to getting up there. And Genesect is also kind of right on the cusp. Mr. Rhyme, Dracloak, Thwacky. There's a lot of good ones here in the Ultra Ball tier as well. I'll take a look. This is the Ultra Ball tier. Your Great Ball tier. It's a little extended here. Your Pokeball tier. This is probably the biggest tier. There's just so much in here. Your Safari tier. Safari Ball tier, excuse me. Your Dusk Ball tier. Oh, apologies. Your Dusk Ball tier. God, Dusk Ball is so ugly. I'm like sitting here thinking about the balls as I'm saying them out loud, and I'm like, Dusk Ball is pretty bad. And your bottom tier, your Cherish Ball tier. Just the worst Pokeball ever made. And if I had to pick my least favorite Pokemon, it would probably take me a little bit to sift through here. There's some bad, like Unknown is pretty bad. Gothitelle is pretty bad. The whole Vanillux line is pretty bad. There's a lot. I don't know. It might be. Let's make it. It's an easy one to remember. Runerigus. Let's go with Runerigus. Is my least favorite Pokemon. Anyways, I'm sure you don't need to hear it. It has been an hour and 11 minutes. I do want to thank anyone that has watched both parts. It's been like 2.5 hours of just extreme tier listing, but here we are. 900 fucking Pokemon or something ridiculous like that, plus all forms. There's probably like 1,000 Pokemon on this list. And I do want to thank you all if you watched this far. So I'm going to go rest my voice for the next month and hopefully get back to making some videos. So thank you guys, and I will see you next time.